So I wonder how long that will look pretty for. That's my nectarine tree. Planted it a couple years ago basically from seed. It came up in the yard, and we grow these nectarines that they do drop fruit on the ground, and then they do grow a tree, and within 2 to 3 years we have fruit on them. Last year I had 4. And the first year, of course, I planted it, I had a flower, but it didn't do anything. But yeah, last year we got, I think, 4 fruit off of it. And look at that. Now it's full until the deer find it. Hi, everybody. It's Robbie from Southern California. And this is just a quick morning vlog update. And you know what? If you haven't known, this came up in the wood chips. This is a avocado tree. And I was actually getting close to chopping it out because it was kind of like sticking out in the middle here. And then look what happened this year. This just happened. It's going to flower. It got burnt because we had those cold nights in November and December. But look at this. It's full of flowers. It's not grafted. So I don't even know if it does throw fruit, what it will taste like. Now, the odds are, since it's a young tree, it probably won't have fruit. Probably will get the flowers. Hopefully the bees from Gary's bees down there will come up and pollinate it. But being so young, it may not produce anything. They may just fall off. But you know what? Now it's a keeper. So I might trim a little bit, get some more wood chips or something around the roots, or see some of the flowers are already falling off. I'll give it a good trim. All right, so let's do a quick update on what's going on in my chair garden. For the couple of you that said, gee, your garden looks terrible. It does. This is last year's garden. I haven't done anything. Anything you see in here is pretty much going to go back into the soil and become compost. Right now, what I'm doing is deciding what I'm going to plant in here and what I can. Due to this pepper tree, where the Cooper hawks come in every year and have babies, there's a big nest in there, it has gotten really big. It's a very happy tree. It gets water from my garden. I have to decide on how many hours it gets, and we're still morning, and see, there's no sunlight. At sunrise, it gets some light in here, and then all early, late morning, it doesn't get anything until later. So I'm going to have to see if I could do watermelon in here. I'm not sure. I did watermelon 2 years ago. Obviously, I can do lettuce. I could do celery because it's all coming up on its own, the brassicas, walking onions. So I'm going to kind of see, but I know I can do tomatoes. So I've got some tomatoes. Look at that. That's that tote I just did. What? Yesterday? 2 days ago, and it's doing really good, and I've got some other stuff in there growing too, so I'm really excited. So we'll see. I stuck 2 tomatoes in there that I had grown from seed, and I was hoping maybe one will make it, but we'll see what happens with that. And then what I did here this morning, I came out here, I went ahead and put a basket over that. No basket over that. That's oregano. Now I'm growing oregano on the deck and also in my bird garden. So it's so packed. I just cut it out with a knife, and I went ahead and brought 2 clumps out. I know it's overkill. I mean, there was too much I put in there, but that's okay. Some of it hopefully will take, and I can have oregano here. The reason I'm thinking oregano on the ground is the rabbits and nothing seems to eat oregano. I won't have to do anything, but I did put a cover on that just to see how that works. And then little by little, I will decide on these. I could go flowers. The problem is the rabbits will have a feast with it. So I'm still thinking, I've got some walking onions and celery I stuck in there only because I'm growing 1 million celery. So I don't have to worry about that. It doesn't cost me a penny. I want to clear all that. Probably take my stakes out. I'll show you this year how I made these. These are bendable. You could put together tomato stakes, and those are 2 years old and still going strong. It'll cost you really nothing to make those. You can buy the clips that go on the end of the tomato stakes, the green tomato stakes. They cost about $1 a piece, but I make those for nothing. So that is just fabulous. We'll do that in the next month or so. So that's it. So now I'm going to slowly pace myself. So this one is done. That's got a lot. See, that's the problem. I don't want to tear this apart yet because look at all the lettuce coming up. I've got a beautiful celery in here. Maybe I'll leave that one celery, clean this up. Well, the walking onions are actually in a milk carton. So I can pull that out and maybe clean it up really good and leave the celery in there and the lettuce right now. This I will gut. Same thing in here because I planted the walking onions in there and there were about, I don't know, 20, 30. I planted a whole bunch. The celery went in there and took over, and it's got too much root competition, so I'm going to use those for microgreens, my green drinks. I've been pulling them out, using them in salad. That's going. That's just all going. Same thing there. I don't need last year's tomatoes here, even though they're beautiful. That will all go. This is broccoli. I may cater to that. I took a big head off yesterday and I put it in my chicken soup I made. So I may go ahead and keep that, but this I'm going to gut. This, what I did in here, see the styrofoam? I have to dig that all out. There's a big clump of styrofoam in there. And as you see, styrofoam does not break down. Literally doesn't break down. I found some in the yard that I knew was there close to 8 years and it was still one solid clump. I put it in there to show that if you wanted to lighten a tote, let's say you had it on a balcony and you wanted to keep them really light, you could put a block of styrofoam in there as well to take up some more room, and then the roots of your plants will grow around it and it will keep the tote lighter. They do a lot of that in Australia, but I'm pulling that out. So that will all go, and this most likely will go unless this pepper plant takes off. This is actually growing in here. I could pull out the celery and thin it out, but I do want to get some zucchini in here, and I'm actually thinking of getting some zucchini fairly soon. Even though we're still in winter, we're going to be in the 80s, they're saying, all next week. And you know what? Something happens, we end up with a freeze in April, and I've seen it happen. All right, so it gets composted and it gets put back into the tote and becomes soil. Anything you see here right now, the tomato plants, they're all getting composted and put into the soil. All the stems from the garlic chives will be put back, and this should be beautiful. I just love this. I know a lot of you don't like chairs. You said it doesn't look good to you. This is not my rainbow garden. My rainbow garden's done more colors, but the chair garden has been wonderful. I love chairs, but you can use anything. If you have a good solid table, you can do that. You could do the same concept if you got some cement blocks. You could build up cement blocks and then put some boards across it. And as far as boards, you could use wood. You could use, some people throw away their number beds. Gary has picked up those big plastic rails. Those hold a lot of weight. Anything that will hold weight. So you could put some blocks, and then you can stack the totes on top, and you can stack a whole bunch that way. You can make it look beautiful with plants around it. But this has just been my first project on my chair garden, and I love it. I think it looks so much neater having the pots there. So I'm going back. It's early in the morning. I'm going to get some stuff done. My throat's a little dry today, but I am very, very pleased. And anybody that says it looks bad, it does. It's winter. Nothing's planted. This is old stuff. But all in all, like I said, I picked a broccoli head yesterday. It's a good-sized broccoli head. Picked some celery for my soup. Got stuff out of here, and even though nothing's planted, it's doing fabulous. So that's an update on my chair garden, because a lot of you have asked me, can you keep updating? And I sure will. Got a bucket there, and now I've got a watering can, which goes into the bucket, and I can water anything I want. With that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.